Let's talk about judgment renewals. Judgments, for the most part in California, are good for 10 years. They, however, can be renewed at least for one additional 10-year period. Other judgments can be renewed an infinite number of times, and we can talk about which ones can be renewed multiple times and those that can be renewed only once. Either way, a judgment can be renewed at 10 years as a matter of right. So all they have to do is file an application for renewal. It is renewed upon the filing of that, and it's also stayed for 30 days after you're served with the renewal. That gives you an opportunity to contest the renewal. So you can do a motion to vacate a renewal. And the good news about that is if you can establish that you weren't served properly 10 years ago, and if you're successful with that, it's not renewed and the judgment is over, which is vastly different than a motion to vacate the original judgment. Remember, if you vacate the original judgment, you just now get a chance to defend yourself. The case isn't over. When you vacate a renewal, the case is over and you don't have to pay anything. So when your judgment is renewed, you do want to talk to somebody who fights those renewals to see if you can be successful, because the reward is so much greater. If you successfully fight a renewal, then there is no judgment and you don't have any sum at all. Now, what does it take to fight a renewal? You have to show that the court didn't have any jurisdiction 10 years ago when it was originally served. So if it wasn't served correctly, and you can establish that 10 years later, you most definitely should make a motion to vacate the renewal, because many times you can be successful and it's not over. Now, if they don't file the renewal, then it expires and you don't have to pay it either. So I will tell clients when the 10 years is approaching to wait and see if they do file the renewed judgment. If they don't, you have nothing to worry about. If they do file the renewed judgment, then we should explore whether or not you should make a motion to vacate that renewed judgment.